Welcome back everyone to Ninja Panda U. This is JT, and today what we're going to do is go over broadcast. And so I already have an empty project up and running in Scratch, and we're going to use this example to kind of talk about the concept of what broadcast is and how we can do this. So we're going to build a lot of sprites and have them talk to each other, because that's the easiest way for us to understand what a broadcast is. So I'm going to kind of make this a bit smaller in terms of size. All right, cool. So we're going to make it where a broadcast in its simplest form in terms of explaining it is, let's say you have a teacher in front of a classroom and the teacher's giving you guys some sort of instructions or whatever it is. And the classroom is, each person is a sprite, and the way they receive their instructions will differ from each sprite. So when I broadcast out as the teacher to the students, one student understands it in a specific way and another one does something slightly different, or someone doesn't even listen to it because it doesn't even apply to them. So, with broadcast, you can kind of do that aspect. So it's like I can send a message out to all the sprites in the game, and maybe just one other sprite cares about that piece and will listen to it and then do something. So in this example, what we're going to do is I'm just going to add a bunch of sprites. So I'm going to just pick some, and what we'll do is we will pick dinosaur 1. And dinosaur 1 is way too big, so let's just make them 50, just so then it's a little bit easier for me to kind of position. All right, actually, we should make my cat a bit larger. It doesn't have to be, but there we go. And then I'm going to add another sprite, and let's go to dinosaur 2. Oh, and you're going to be here. And dinosaur 2, I'm going to make you half the size. There we go. And then let's add one more. And since we're going with dinosaurs, let's do dinosaur 3. Boom. And we'll just make you, there we go. And you know what, that's fine. Having 3 is more than enough for this example. So now what we're going to do is the sprite 1 is the teacher. So I'm just going to call it the teacher and change the name so we could see it here. And then I'm going to click on each dinosaur, and I'm just going to say student 1, and then go to dinosaur 2 and go student 2. And I guess I could have left them dinosaur name, but student 3. This will make it a little easier. So now I'm going to go back to my teacher sprite, and let's go ahead and create some code. So we need to first start off with getting things going in our events. So we all need a when flag is clicked. And then the next thing is I am going to say something, and then I want the students to respond. So I'm going to say, welcome to Ninja Panda U. There we go. And maybe we'll do it for 3 seconds. There we go. Now we're saying that, and then we'll wait for the students to respond, right? So now I'm going to go to where we have our broadcast piece in our event section, right above the control. And so we're going to broadcast. Right now, it's just message 1. We're going to click on that, create a new message. Welcome to class. And you want these descriptive so you know what to look for as you're building your game. And there are naming conventions we'll go through as we start making some games. But for now, we're just going to say welcome to class. So I'm going to throw that in here. And if I hit the flag, it's just going to say welcome, and that's it. It's not going to do anything else, because actually it did do something where it sent the broadcast, but nothing grabbed the broadcast itself. So none of the students did anything with it, right? So let's go to student 1 and start with, when I receive welcome to class, I would do something. And what is that something? So let's just go ahead with this one. I am going to randomly make a sound. And let's see, what sounds does he have? Okay, well, all right, a pop. Well, that's not fun, but maybe we change the pitch as well. So let's start with the pop, and then let's do this. Welcome, and then you will hear. Did I not hear it? I did not hear it. Okay, all right, well, let's see, let's try it again. All right, you have your, and I'm not sure if you heard the pop or not. So, but what we can do is we'll make it more visual, so you don't have to worry about hearing it on my speakers. They're a little bit low at the moment. We will have them say hello back, right? So welcome to Ninja Panda U, and then you have the dinosaur say hello, right? And we'll probably do the say hello for 2 seconds, just so then it disappears too afterwards. So we'll do the same thing with student 2. We'll say something, hi, right? Let's see, and go back here to when I receive welcome to class. And the third one, just when I welcome to class, let's have it like change costume or something, right? So should we change costumes or have it, you know what, we're gonna do glide. It's gonna start taking off, why not, right? So we got class going, welcome, and then you got hello, hi, and then you got, for some reason, student 3 decided to take off and do whatever it wanted, right? So let's put them back. And what we should probably do is, if we want it to glide, let's add one more piece. And this is where we say, hey, whenever this is clicked, I want to reset reset position of student 3 to its original location. It's kind of like, oh, it's at its seat or something of that nature, right? So in the motion, we're going to then set X and Y. And we could just say go to. Ideally, we should just probably, actually, let's do set to and set Y. So it picked up the current location. So there we go. So now when you hit this, it's going to do that and it'll glide. But what we had it now do is when you click again, it kind of just like restarts in its original location and it does stuff, right? So that's kind of how broadcasts work in general, is you can have it receive an order and then it will do something. So what I'm going to do is let's get it back to its normal location. And I'm going to go back to teacher, and it's going to also wait a second and then send another kind of message, right? So let's go ahead and add wait for 1 second. And actually, let's, wait for 1 second. And then we're going to go to say, and we're going to say, whoops, nope, did not want to click that. Go ahead, click inside here, get back to your seat, student 3. Right, so we got our student 3, and there we go. And then we're going to broadcast the command of it going back to your seat, right? So let's go back here, and we're going to do this. And now we're going to, for our broadcast, we'll click welcome to class again. Whoops, not, there we go. And we're going to add a new message. So we're just going to go ahead and click on new message. And this name is going to be like, go back to original location. All right. So what we're going to do is, for this one, we know it only applies to student 3. So student 3 is going to, hey, if I grab this welcome, I'm going to do this. But now I could also listen to a brand new one, go back to original location. And when I do that, I can now go to motion and I could have it glide back to my original location. And the nice thing is when you add this code of like X and Y, it will always pre-populate with its current location. So this made it so much easier where I didn't have to type in the X and Y value. But if you're moving your sprite around a lot and you need to do that, just pull up a comment, add it right then and there. That's what I like to do, just to make it so much easier. So in here, we're just going to say X equals 156 and Y equals minus 88, right? So if we've done this correctly, I hit the flag and go. Student 3 will then glide random spot. And then the teacher will say, go back to your seat, student 3. And it will then glide back. So, all right, let's see. Welcome to Ninja Panda U. And you got hello, hi. It goes there. Hey, get back to your seat. And it went back, right? So you saw how like you can have multiple broadcasts of being sent out, and each sprite will either listen to it or not even care about it. And you can create these interactions and movements and pieces like that based on whatever sprite you want to interact with. So this is how you get sprites to talk with each other and do things. And what we'll do is incorporate broadcasts into your games, because that is how you get a lot of your interactions. So hopefully this helped you guys out, and thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next video.